Hi everybody, it's me, Gwynn. Uh, this is a journey of where my life is going right now. Um, I, I announced some time ago, before everything started, I was going to be going through hormone replacement therapy. Well, this is it. I'm almost there. I gotta get my teeth fixed eventually. This is it. Because it's a real mess. But I gone through a lot of stuff, a lot of emotional and physical changes. As you can see, I got breasts, which I didn't have when I first started, but I was flat chested. This was a year ago. I announced it. Okay. My voice keeps going high and low, constantly, because my voice is adjusting because hormone, you know, estrogen and testosterone blocks the male hormones and flushes it all out of your body, makes you pee a lot like water flows. It flushes all the hormones out of your body, and it allows the estrogen to take over your body, which seems to be working. My skin's really soft now, got softer skin, like silk. My skin actually feels like silk. Um, my thinking pattern has really changed a lot. The way I think about things and the way I see the world is, excuse me, the way I see the world is much more clearer and much more different than I did before I started the hormones. Um, I seem to have a different intake and outlook about the world than I did before. Um, my thinking is so different now. Always that was a flash, the camera, but my life has changed so much. Um, I dress differently now. I dress more like a woman. I'm comfortable in my clothes. I'm comfortable in my own skin now. I actually like me. In the beginning, I'm starting to love me a little bit like slow. Something I could never do my whole life. I always hated myself and never liked myself too much, and I always had some kind of a self-esteem issue my whole life, and I always felt like I never fit in, never fitted in, in a male world, and I always felt like an oddball, and I always felt weaker than other men, and it just didn't feel right. It wasn't who I was. I didn't know what was going on with me at the time when I was a kid. I thought I was different, but I didn't know why or how I was different. It took me years and years and years to figure it out. Then I started experimenting and clothing and different kind of clothes, and I don't know what's wrong with my camera, why it's doing that. But my life has changed so much, and over the years things started to progress, and I tried to cross dressing for Halloween, and which was funny, at the time. Old guys done experimented with that, on Halloween. Anyway, most men do, It's just to them it's like funny, haha. And I felt awkward. I really felt awkward dressing up, cross dressing at first. It bothered me. Like I didn't feel right because it wasn't because I didn't feel right because it's dressing up, cross dressing. It's the fact that the kind of background I grew up with a bunch of rednecks, and those people shunned on men dressing like women unless it's for a Halloween gag. And and I was, and I didn't feel right because of that. That stuck in my head. Like boys don't dress up like girls, and way back in my mind, I felt good doing it, but I could never admit that to anybody. I had to keep it hush, you know, and because of my background. and years went by, and you know, and I don't know. I just finally I got married twice. I had a couple of bad marriages. Uh, I don't know which was worse. I think my first one was worse than the second one. my first my first marriage started off okay. It was good, and then my wife, my first wife, I found out later had schizophrenia. I didn't know she had anything wrong with her. She always acted pretty much normal. She was a little odd, odd behaviors and stuff like that. I always overlooked, and I didn't think much of it. I said, well, it's just her. And then, and then she was always in and out of hospitals, and then she started getting violent towards me. She chased my family and friends out of the house. Um, she would throw things at them and threaten them, and my family and my friends, and they stopped coming around because of her. But she would allow her friends in; it would be fine, as long as it's her friends. Anybody that I want, or she'd throw them out of the house. They weren't allowed because they were my friends. She felt threatened by my friends for some reason. She was very controlling, manipulative. She possessive, extremely possessive with me. Um, she would follow me to work. I wouldn't even know she'd be stalking me to work. And then one day she shows up at my job while I was working at the restaurant. Everybody says, "Hey, your wife's here. Your wife's here," and she kept doing that over and over again. I said, "You can't keep doing this. I have to work. You can't keep coming in here all the time, bothering me. Where I'm at work. Where else am I gonna be?" And so I had an affair with a woman because I wanted to get out of the marriage in the worst way. I tried everything to get rid of her, and finally one day we made up. She separated from me for 3 weeks and came back, and she started getting more obsessive with me, and the next thing you know, she beat me up. She kicked me, punched me, hit me with the head with something, knocked me on my ass, and she she came out one day with a big knife and tried to drive the knife through my chest. I was done. Then I met a couple of years, 2 or 3 years later, I met my second wife. Good marriage, but things happened between us. She cheated on me with one of my friends who I thought the guy wasn't my friend, because if he did, he would be sleeping with my wife. Um, he was a he was a snake. He was a snake, and he snuck around behind my back, and I figured it out, and I caught him. I caught him pretty much. You know, I knew his ass about it. I confronted him, and he lied about it, of course. He was a sneak. He had those shifty eyes, Jay Leno eyes, and so anyway. But I I forgave him. I tried to forgive him, and it's all good. You know, can't do nothing about it now. She's not with him anymore, and he's gone his way. She's gone hers, and we had a good divorce. Our divorce was friendly. We had lunch together, which was good, and it was all good. Me and my exes, me and my second wife were best of friends, the whole world. So it was a friendly divorce. My first wife, I never want to see her again. She tried to kill me. I don't never want to see her again. God bless her. I wish her the best. That's all I can do is wish her the best, and hope maybe that she is happy wherever she is. Um, so anyway, I cross-dressed with my second wife, and she knew about it. She saw me. I would never go out with it. I cross-dressed at the house, inside the house. Although I played a trick on my cousin, and I come to my cousin, I say, hey, I'm sending a girl over to meet you, you know. He's, oh, really? I said, yeah. I know. I knocked on his door. He came over, who are you? I said, oh, my name is so-and-so. Oh, pleased to meet you. He sat there and talked to me for about a half hour. I had no idea who I was. I had a full conversation with him. It was funny. And I just had a blast with him. It was so funny. And then later on, I told him who I was. He felt this big. He said, oh, how could you do that to me? I want to have fun with you. Happy Halloween. He said, you got me. So it was Halloween time. I had fun with it. I looked pretty hot. I looked really hot. I looked, I was a blonde. I looked pretty good. A mini skirt. I pulled the pot. I pulled the pot off really good. And I experimented a lot with that because deep down, I knew who I really was. I knew what I wanted. And I knew who I was deep down. Deep down, I was Gwen. I was Gwen Marie Lynn the whole time. And Gwen Marie was just looking for a way to come out. Little by slow, I kept creeping out and creeping out. I told my therapist that everything that I'm a woman. I said, I'm not a man. I gotta find a way how to come out and do something about this. Take hormones or something. Then I went to the transgender clinic in primary care in Fall River. I learned about this excellent doctor, Dr. Latchman. Awesome doctor. Ecology, hormones. Specializes in male and female hormones, and he's super. He's been my doctor now for about a year. I took my first hormones on Christmas Eve of 2019. December 24th, 2019. And I celebrated my first anniversary of December 24th, 2020. My 1 year anniversary of taking hormones. It's the best thing in the world I ever did for myself because I know who I am now and I feel so much more happier and more content. I feel like me. I feel like I feel like I'm whole now. Like, you know, like mission accomplished. I still got some work to do. I still got a ways to go. I still going for the surgery, the, the gender reassignment surgery coming up soon. I'm looking forward to that. Get rid of the body parts I don't want, that doesn't belong there in the first place. I can't wait to get that done in the woods. I asked my friend if she would be there for me. She told me last year she would be, and I asked her once in a while. She said she would, but I don't know what's going on now with her life. Hopefully she still will. I'm not sure. I gotta ask. I'll ask when the time gets closer. She could still be there for me, because she's one person I count on the most out of anybody. I mean, we have a lot of ups and downs and stuff like that, but overall and all, I could count on her for anything. She knows she could count on me for anything, but I love her, and I know she loves me. Calls me a pain in the ass. I'll always be a pain in the ass. I know I'm a pain in the ass. I know I'm not perfect. I know I could screw up all of. I know I could be a screw up. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, I screw up all the time. I try not to, but sometimes I don't always think right. I don't make good decisions. I make shitty decisions, actually. And it's not something I choose to do. It's bad judgment. I got poor judgment, that's all. But she's been helping me make better choices. She's been helping me a lot with that. And I'm very grateful for her. But, yeah. So, I don't know, I'm still a paranormal investigator. I still consider myself part of the Taps family and the Near family. New England Knowledge Research. I haven't done anything lately, not that much paranormal stuff lately, but I plan on doing it. But my friend Cody Ray, he from TAPS, he suggested I start making these life vlogs and to keep people updated about my life and my, in my progress. So, yeah, can't get any more progress than this, guys. I gotta work my voice a little bit more. I don't know how my voice sounds tonight. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's gonna be a little bit of a road. I still got a little ways to go. And hopefully next year I'll have even a better report. I'll look even better, and once I get the gender reassignment surgery, it'll be a plus. This will be this year. My name changed, and everything's coming into place. Everything's working out for me. And one of my biggest supporters is my dear friend, and I'm so glad for her. I'm so grateful for her. She's been one of my biggest supporters through this whole thing. Even though we want to kill each other, sometimes we still love each other. We're right there for each other. So, yeah. But she's been my biggest supporter. Yeah, she's been my cheerleader. You know, she wants to strangle me sometimes, slap me into next week, kick my butt, you know. But, see, all this is getting fixed. I'm gonna have fill in this here, and I get some new pastures. More comfortable with the tops and the bottoms. And then I should look like $1 million. I'm gonna make an appointment to the dentist very soon. But okay, guys. I want to say hello to my TAPS family. Cody, Dustin, Jay, Steve, Dave Tango, and Joe Chin, Wellington Chin, Amy Rooney, and Tiffany Rice, Kyle, Keith, and Sandra Johnson, Samantha Hawes, and Satori Hawes. I see Cody Ray Desmond. I want to make sure I get his name there. Dustin. I think I said Dustin. Everybody out there in TAPS, the TAPS home team. Everybody in the TAPS home team, and everybody out there with TAPS in general. I love you guys, and thank you for your support as well. And I want to do some work with you guys, because I need work. I need to keep my mind occupied. I need work. Okay, guys. Hey, and everybody to the Ghost Chasers out there, my team, Ghost Chasers. I want to say I love you guys, and we gotta get some work pretty soon. The weather warms up. We gotta start hopping, guys. Gotta do locations. We gotta find locations. Let's go down to you, Jesse. All right. We get our camera guy. He's been waiting to do some work for us. One more thing, guys. Before I go, I might be doing some modeling pretty soon. Some modeling, yeah. Yeah. I guess a friend of mine is willing to take the photos. I gotta get a photography kit. Probably from Amazon. I'm gonna look on Amazon and get a photography kit, and that way they have something to work on. And we're gonna find an area in my apartment we can use for some studio space. You know, I have to get rid of some stuff, clear out an area we can use for the studio, and that'll be it. And cause my newest dream is to be a model. I'm already a ghost hunter, but I want to be a model as well. That's something I want to do. You can check out my photos on my Facebook at Gwynn at facebook.com, and you see my photos. I think I might have some photos also on my other Facebook page called Gwynn Marie Lynn, the Marinaville, and that's also on my other Facebook. So check them out. I got some nice photos. They're not professional, but I did the best I could with a webcam. They're not bad, I mean, I suppose. So check it out, and see you real soon. The camera's going berserk. So before it goes crazy, I'm going to let you go. This is Gwen, and like I used to say on my old show, me and my friend Jeremiah, where we used to work together as a team, by EMPI Annex, we used to say, happy ghost hunting.